As the economic meltdown continues to batter Sri Lanka, the South Asian nation is now seeking help from one of its close allies, China, to help boost its trade, investment and tourism sector. Now, Colombo's envoy to Beijing said on Monday that the country is now seeking help from China to revive these sectors amid the financial crisis. The development comes as the country negotiates for an emergency $4 billion package to help it emerge from the ongoing economic mess. In a latest interview on the financial crisis, Lankan envoy said that Colombo wants China to buy more Sri Lankan tea, sapphire and spices to help boost its trade. Now, he also said that Beijing could help in bringing further investment in China-backed port projects in the country.
We would also like to see more Chinese investments coming to Sri Lanka. We have two large areas developed by Chinese companies, the Colombo Port City and the Hambantota harbour and its associated industrial zone. We would like to see many more Chinese companies coming to occupy these spaces.
In addition to Chinese investment on port projects, Sri Lanka is also eyeing to draw more Chinese tourists in the country. The numbers fell drastically following the post-pandemic shutdown. For several months, Sri Lanka had been in talks with China for a $4 billion aid package. It is also asking for a $1.5 billion credit line to pay for Chinese imports that can help the country's lucrative garment industry. Sri Lanka is currently battling its worst financial meltdown since its independence, with months of frequent power blackouts and acute shortage of food and fuel supplies. The crisis has hit majority of the households. Foreign exchange reserves have also dropped exponentially, and practically with no money, the government has to seek help from its allies and the IMF to keep the country afloat.
Many of them feel unsafe amid ongoing reports.
And for more on this, our correspondent Dasuni has sent us this report from Colombo. Let's listen in.
The talks of a possible $4 billion aid package with China comes at an interesting time, particularly where over the past few months China appeared to be quite tight-lipped in their measures of assistance towards Sri Lanka in the thick of a crisis when spearheaded by President Gotabaya Rajapaksa. However, it appears that discussions are now underway under the patronage of President Ranil Wickremesinghe, who is attempting to pull Sri Lanka of a worsening economic crisis that has now developed into a political crisis as well. Stay with WION as we track the very latest from here in Colombo. Reporting for WION World is One, I'm Dasuni Atauda.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.